Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forget We Said That. I'm Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And I'm Legion Lion.
We're recording this on the Ides of March, so a moment of silence for Julius Caesar. How disrespectful. What the heck? Yeah. Speak.
Hey, I wouldn't have survived back in the day. You guys would have.
Yeah, I don't know. Back then, yeah, I could see what you're saying, although, I don't know. They probably would have had me for something.
For dinner.
So speak.
The Romans were cannibals.
Right.
Maybe, yeah. We don't know. Nobody really knows. Did you have a Caesar salad for today at all?
And in remembrance.
We should have. I didn't even think of it.
We all should have got Little Caesar's pizza.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Little Caesar's pizza, because yesterday was Pie Day. I mean, they always end up like that,
had stomach aches for the rest of the night / morning.
Oh, Lord.
Rip the cheese, whatever. It's okay. Yeah, so speaking of Caesar, either of you assassinate anybody recently?
Not intentionally.
Only in Minecraft.
Only in Minecraft?
Yeah.
I thought that would be a good segue, but I guess nobody has experience. Okay. Dang it.
Tell us about your assassination attempts in the past, Aqua.
Oh, I'd have to. Which one? You know?
Yeah, get out your scrapbook.
I guess we'll have to resort to like video game talk and craft talk, maybe.
Oh yeah.
That was the segue.
I know that was the perfect segue. It's called a dupe and a dive, or what? Jupe and jive. What am I saying?
I don't know.
That's definitely a saying, but I mangled
crazy
it.
over here.
I mangled it.
Scrapbooking. I don't think
That was a good segue. Damn.
I don't think I've ever actually made a true scrapbook. Like, when I was a kid in the 90s, I had a stepmom who was so into scrapbooking. Like, she would go to, like, Michael's and get all of, like, the little stickers and whatever. Like, she'd print our photos. And then, do you remember those scissors in elementary school? They had, like, different shapes on them so you could cut in, like, zigzags. Mm-hmm. She would, like, cut around our pictures like that and glue them in the scrapbook. And then it'd be, like, Easter pictures. Okay, let me get bunny stickers and eggs. And she was fucking into it. That seems like a lot of work.
It is. And you know what? When I was trying to attempt it when I was way younger, like, it just looked ugly, like, for the first few pages. And I was like, nah. Nah, bro, this ain't for me, man. Let's just stick to the old school photo album and just, like, get those printed pictures off, like, Walmart or some shit. Just throw them in there. Looks way better.
I mean, yeah, you're right. In the 90s, I think my mom did do some scrapbooking like that. Honestly, I thought they turned out pretty well. But like, lately, I think if she were to do anything, what'd she do? She goes on those, like, there's some websites, like
Etsy.
It's
or
like
Pinterest.
Etsy, but there's some that kind of, like, you could send in they kind of just publish it. They print it out for you in books. Snapfish or something. I can't remember.
Yes, I've done that for my grandma. My brother and I have both done that, where they print books of pictures.
Yeah, which I think is kind of where the direction. My mom's like, I'll just send in the pictures and just pay for them to like put it in a book for me. And it's like, yeah,
smart lady.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
get
a cool
professional
idea.
to do this.
But it's a lot of work, and I'm like, okay, don't get me wrong, my stepmom made them really cute, but, like, for me, I feel like that would be so corny now. Like,
it is kind of that. It does have, like, this, I don't know what corny, but you're right. Like, there's just something about, like, yeah, like, it just seems so, like, I don't know, bougie to, like, I don't know, or, like, not even, like, the opposite, whatever the hell. It just, you're right. It, like, the whole thing with, like, cutting up the pictures with, like, a pattern. It does. That just kind of looks kind of trashed, in my opinion.
Right, and she, like, it was a whole ordeal, too. Like, she would go and have us take professional photos. Like,
right.
Oh, really?
Yes. My brother
photographer and everything.
Yes. Like, so they're Mormon, right? And they would, like, make the clothes, like, make the dresses, and my brother would have, like, the suit. I'll have to show you guys. God. Like, it's crazy. And you wouldn't even believe it. Like, she would, like, curl my hair and put lipstick on me, and, like, for every fucking holiday. And she would take us to this place in town, and we'd have professional photos done, which I can imagine wasn't very cheap to do. And then have them printed. She would frame them sometimes for my mom, my grandma, and then she'd make scrapbooks. Like, she has tons still. I'll have to see if I can find them the next time I go out there. But it was a whole ordeal, and I'm like, God damn, you'd have to like quit your job to do that. Like, so much.
Maybe she's the owner of that website.
Maybe.
Yeah,
She does it for everybody.
Yeah, she's doing it one person operation. Because like, are you talking like? Did you have those photo shoots that you got at like Kmart or whatever? Mm-hmm. Is that what you're talking about? I mean,
yeah,
like where you go, there's like a back room kind of whatever in the back room.
Did they put filters on those photos?
I think they can.
I think so. I think probably now they do. Like, I just remember there was always like, it was like a table or something like that, and then it was just all of these props, right?
Oh, yeah.
So for like Easter, there would be like, you know, baskets and then a live bunny and eggs and stuff like that. And they would be like, okay, now like this. Okay, now put your hand on their shoulder.
Right.
And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, we did that
Tilt
with
your
our
head this way.
Yeah.
We did that with, like, my family did that like once or twice, like our extended family with like, you know, all 8 of my cousins or whatever, like for my grandparents, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
I mean that was fun. That's pure '90s experience. I think back, I don't think you can get more
90s.
quintessentially '90s than that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it was cool, but yeah, I've heard so many stories about those, like whenever you're going for those photo shoots, and yeah, there's it's always kind of awkward.
Oh man, I've got a picture somewhere. It's me and my friend Jenna. We went in and had them done when we were like 15 and 16, and we did like the, you know, the typical like how do I say it? Like chola background where everything is like airbrushed hearts and stuff like that, right? And in the picture, my bottom lip is super puffy because I tried to pierce it with a sewing needle. And so I was like, my lips are super juicy, and we're like, let's go take pictures. And so I think we went to Target, bought matching shirts, and went in there. And then we've got some in the dumbest poses. Like she's like laying on her stomach, and I'm leaning on her. And it's just the thing to do.
Did you have like
drawn like lesbian photos?
yeah, lesbian photos.
Did you have like drawn on, penciled in eyebrows?
Oh my God, they weren't penciled in, but they were really thin because I like tweezed them too much. It was the early 2000s.
Yeah,
I like tweezed them hella.
I could just imagine. I mean that.
Can't decide if we need to cancel Alyssa right here and now.
It's so ridiculous. That was the thing to do.
Yeah, reminds me of those websites, because there was like those websites in kind of the mid 2000s too, where you could like put a bunch of filters on like any picture. Like you would see them on MySpace all the time, where things were like flashing and blitzing, and there was like 7 different layers of it and whatever.
Yes, the sparkles, the
glitters. I can't remember what you call that. I know that Izzy's, whatever, however you say that on YouTube, has a really funny video about that, just like that whole trend. I don't know. Like, I guess the website went down eventually, but it's a fascinating. Somebody like resurrected it. It's fascinating with the old school like mid 2000s MySpace photo editors.
I used to know how to do that, like on my MySpace page.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That whole thing.
Dude,
I just
my
copy
friend
and pasted.
Haley,
There was just a website that like basically.
Yes, you could copy and paste it.
Yeah.
My friend Haley knew how to like
do it.
Type out everything, the code.
It. Oh my god, that's
I'm
coding
like,
for you, or
do
HTML.
Yeah, and I used to know how to change like the border and make it like flash, and then we changed like where my music. You know how you could have a profile song.
Right.
We changed where like the music box was. We had our shit decked out, and we thought it was so cool.
Dude, like I said, I just went to a website that said like we do it for you. So I'm
You're
just
like,
a dumbass.
sold. Yeah, I think I had mine like bright green and black, and I had like all different shit on there. And then I remember I would like click around and I'd go on a page of a girl I didn't like, and if I saw that she had green and black, I would change all my shit. Like, fuck that.
Not today, baby.
Nope.
Do you miss having that level of customization for your social media?
Yes, because everybody's looks the same.
Yeah. I had a cool custom one with like Jethro Tull or something. It was pretty lame, really, but I loved it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Man, what about your own like personal arts and crafts? Well, what does that kind of look like around in your household?
Oh my gosh. Right now we're in the diamond art paintings. I have some in the back over there. Ebony, grab me one. So they're like these canvases or whatever, and they're these little plastic beads, and then you like stick them all over the portrait like it's already printed, and then it comes out like hella
I think this is technically
Totally
child
cool.
labor. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. See, I just did
Oh,
that
cool.
one. There's that one.
Yeah, you
So-
Describe to the audience that might be listening what it looks like.
So this one that I have is a big ass canvas of a like multicolored cat face. And this one took me probably like, I don't know, 2 weeks to do. And you just individually bead after bead after bead, like, and it
Beautiful.
comes out all super cool. And then the one Ebony's holding, they look like jewels that I did. And it's another cat on an acrylic stand.
bedazzling.
It was on sale for $4 at Hobby Lobby.
Oh, wow, you can't afford not to
Or
buy it.
steal.
You can't
Or
afford
steal.
not to do it. Yeah, so
Good find, Martha.
yes, so I've been doing this. My brother bought me a paint by numbers, which is essentially the same thing, except it's paint instead of like the stick-on beads. And
Could be cool.
yeah, right. My mom's actually doing a craft right now. She's painting a wooden box.
Oh,
Nice,
just
nice.
like the Amish do.
Yes, just like the Amish.
Just like the moment.
Yeah. She's so she is a teacher's aide, and in the kindergarten classroom since Monday, St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
all the little kids made leprechaun traps. And so she told the kids that she was going to come stay the night at the school on Sunday to catch the leprechaun. And so I went to Hobby Lobby and bought a bunch of little stuff to make a leprechaun jail. So she's painting it right now. So we're going to put a little leprechaun in jail and show the kids, like, oh, we caught him.
Free my boy, Mr. Leprechaun.
Got your boy.
Yeah.
Come
He
get
did
your
nothing
mans.
wrong.
Look,
Um,
the kids just want to see him, all right?
Is it like that one that really old YouTube video where all those guys in the ghetto were like searching for the leprechaun?
What?
You don't remember that? Oh, it's a really old one. It's a
No,
oh, you'd probably recognize it if you saw it. But yeah, it's just a bunch of it's like a news report about leprechaun
Oh,
spotted.
that does actually sound
yeah,
familiar.
yeah. You'd know it if you saw it. Yeah. Show the kids that too.
Yeah, yeah, I'll show the kindergarten class. Here you go.
Show the live news report.
This is
Yeah.
the true story of leprechauns in the hood.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Hattie bought some nano tape that she
Whoa.
saw. It's like a sticky, double-sided silicone tape that she's making squishies out of. Ebony's the artist. She can draw. She can do all kinds of shit. What are you working on right now? Oh, the mask.
Oh,
So, you know the new Tyler, the Creator album, The Chromacopia?
oh,
Yeah.
She's doing
Yeah.
her own mask.
okay.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why my suggestion was arts and crafts today, because I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
that's what
you're
we're
in-
You're
doing.
pretty. Yeah, you're pretty in the arts and crafts.
That's what we're doing. What about you guys?
Well-
Do you do anything crafty?
I was saying before we started the podcast, I did watch some videos of Aspen in the Moment, and they do a lot of like kind of drama videos about crafts. But I mean, it does teach me a lot about like crafting, like fiber. You know, like the wool dyers. You know,
Yeah.
And, like there's a lot of that kind of like drama. You know, it is pretty fascinating, really. I starting to think about it. Like I'm like, oh man, that'd be cool to like kind of at least do your own dyeing of like wool. Like I mean, I guess that'd be kind of cool. And like just how they have like craft like fairs, like the makers fair or something. There's some like crazy like huge like like fairs that go on. Like they've even started merging like like 3 different fairs together to have like a huge weekend. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but there was some drama about that. There was some like craft meetup things that went pretty bad, so that's what the drama comes in.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
want to see them throw hands.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, right?
All the old ladies and young
Jeez.
but
Deck Debbie in the face.
yeah,
Boom.
damn it. That's Joanne's Fabrics.
Oh, they're going out of
I
business,
know, right?
man.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy too. Yeah.
Yeah. Ebony went and got some fabric from there. I guess it was super cheap.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in. I kept fucking forgetting, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a sale going on right now.
Yeah.
Going
Going out of
away
business
sale?
Yeah.
There's this
Why, Joanne?
There's this funny meme where it was like I don't know if I'll
Getting
ever
old.
be able to find it, but it was like a meme of of like this some old lady posting on Twitter. I don't think it was really an old lady, but it was just the profile picture was an old lady, and the tweet was like, "Please do not judge me by how I acted at Joann's Fabrics." That is not representative of who I am.
I love a craft store, but I just never. I don't always have time to do anything. I've been doing these diamond art things while I watch like a documentary or something. I'll sit in my bed and do it, but it's killing my neck.
Yeah, bad. Like visually, just like scrunch down, like
bead after bead. It's insane.
like a chicken. You're like moving your head back and forth.
I am. I need to do something that isn't so ridiculous. Like it's always stuff that I like. That's like I have to lean down, like puzzles and shit. I love to do puzzles, but I'm like this the whole time.
Yeah, hunched.
Goblin mode.
You need to have
Goblin mode.
Yeah, you need to get your. I don't know. Get your posture back somehow.
Oh my god, we were at Hobby Lobby earlier today, and like you just like. Okay, you remember when we were at the museum and I kept cracking up because of that guy's voice?
Yeah,
the lisp.
The lisp. So yeah, because I can't just like keep to myself and not hear other people's conversations. But like we walked by the aisle where all the puzzles were, and there were these two guys that were there together, and one of them was all, "I have been wanting to do a puzzle for years. I just can't sit down and do it." And we're like, me and Ebony walked by, and we're like, "Oh my god,
dude!"
Oh, sorry. You want me to help you pick out the puzzles?
I know who you're.
Just do it.
I know the type of person you're talking about. Like they're like almost like just like. They're so like innocent that you just I don't know. It's not that you're laughing at them even. You're just laughing at like how not innocent you yourself are.
Yeah, it was just so funny. He and his partner were just like looking at.
Sounds like a Will Ferrell character.
I've been wanting to do that for years. Just do it.
I just can't decide which puzzle.
I mean, like Kristen Wiig would be like his spouse.
Yeah.
And they'd be talking about this in Walmart.
We talked about this earlier. Your puzzles are yours.
Yeah. Just get a small one. Get 100 pieces.
Well, what if we lose the pieces and I forget?
What if I forget? The cats will knock it over.
I don't want to spend so much money on something that's only 100 pieces. We could get 500 pieces for only $1 more.
I see, and it's such an
Target.
innocent, normal conversation. I'd be on the other aisle crying,
Dude,
laughing.
No, I respect it. Like that's one of those peak like people watching like moments.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
Dude, that's like such like normal people problems. I wish I had. Like I'm envious of being
puzzle.
like, God damn, I really want to do a puzzle. Let's buy one right now. Let's get to it.
I'm telling you. And it really wouldn't be that much of a big deal. You know he has time to do it. Just clear off a surface and do a puzzle. And he's just like, I've been wanting to do a puzzle for years. I'm like, he's making it sound like it's some grand thing, you know? Like, you're not renovating a bathroom. Just do your puzzle.
I always wanted to learn to drive stick.
Yeah.
I wonder,
just do it.
I bet he's indecisive with everything in his life.
Oh, that's a good point.
I haven't had chocolate chip cookies in the years. Maybe we should make some from scratch.
I don't know though. Yeah.
I don't know. What if I get sick of them halfway?
Yeah.
So expensive.
What if I forget they're in the oven?
Well, if I burn the house down, Martha, who's gonna take care of the cats?
She's all, forget it.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just have the TV dinner again this week because you can't decide.
Yeah, we'll have a lean cuisine and go to bed.
At 6 p.m.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Nope. We don't have time for a puzzle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we wake up at 11 and go to bed by 6.
We never do anything.
We have doctor's appointments way in between, and Jeopardy comes on at that time, so we have no time, no break in the schedule.
They wouldn't really watch Jeopardy, but I don't know the answer or the question, whatever the hell. Was it this?
Yeah.
What if I miss it while I'm doing the puzzle? How will I answer? How will he know?
I know, God. I don't watch it anymore. That's not Alex Trebek. It's not Jeopardy.
I should.
Who is this man? He could be my grandson.
I know, right?
This is
Jesus.
like roasting my mom podcast because she loves Jeopardy.
She's like, shut
Shut
up.
off. Mom.
Can we do this bit in Louisiana when we get there? Can we just pretend like we're old people and we're like shopping in the
Easily.
souvenir shops?
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
You think they'd like the skeleton back home?
Oh, as long as one of you adopt that crazy Cajun
Creole,
accent that
Asian, yeah. I don't
yeah,
even know if I
that,
could. Justin Wilson.
what is it? Brad Pitt in that one movie where he's like the angel of death and he's got the Cajun accent. Fuck, what's that movie called?
I can't remember.
You should talk like that.
Well,
Can
yeah.
you
You
even
don't
give us an
like that.
example?
Like I say, Justin
Or-
Wilson, I think, has that accent. The cook that the Djibouti guys were trying
Oh, yeah.
to dub over or whatever or comment on, but they like served them like a DMCA. Like Justin
The
Wilson's
Wilson
family
family
is like
does not approve.
very litigious, apparently. But he's
my
like that.
God.
But he's like a cook. He's a Cajun cook that does entertaining cooking shows.
Oh my gosh. Every time I think about Louisiana, I keep thinking about the food.
Yeah, no.
You're ready to actually gain some calories?
Yes,
Oh
dude.
my god.
I can't wait.
Wow.
I'm so excited. Like
I
I
am
want to
too.
try something that I haven't had before, and I'm trying to think of like what that would be because I've had lobster, I've had crab,
Had
but
gator.
I have had gator.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had snake.
Okay, that might be served down there.
Yeah, I'm sure. What else? There's got to be something that I'm
There's
missing
so
down
much.
there. Yeah.
I'm just ready to forget about diets and just boom,
Yes,
boom,
dude. Yes.
Well,
all of my.
yeah. Well, think about that. I was gonna keep it on somewhat of a subject because I've had my moments with like crafting or like fiddling with things. I have a water piece for my vape, and it was funny because I was able to buy like a cork piece because the water piece is kind of has a rounded bottom. Not it has a flat. It can sit, but there was like this. Everything happened to be the right size, but I got like this piece of cork that was a really good size to fit in my vape. But then what I did, and this is as far as I like go for like crafting things, but I wanted to fit like this light into the bottom of it, and I was able to take like an X-Acto knife and like kind of like hollow out this like cork base, and I was able to put like this other kind of light on it. Cause you could kind of see it behind me, and that's I guess what I'm trying to say is that I get like sometimes I kind of get like this handy streak where I can kind of like fiddle with something enough to make it actually work. But like I don't know, I don't know if it counts as crafting, but
Yeah, that counts as crafting.
yeah, it's like I have my handy moments here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But how's your drawing? I've always like wondered about that. Like if you've got a knack for like drawing or,
I think
something like that.
when I was I drew a lot. I did draw a lot as a kid, and I've gotten like I never really developed it as much as I probably should have. But I've gotten like compliments on certain things. I think I do go into like certain things like drawing, and I'm able to make something, even if it's I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm not like I don't consider myself very good, but like once again I have my moments where it's like I just kind of fell into making this kind of cool looking drawing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not every time, but like a lot of times it's like because it's almost that amateur like advantage where I don't really know what I'm doing. So if I mess something up, I don't
okay.
even notice, and then sometimes I can make that into something kind of cool, right? It's kind of like oh yeah, that's not really how you're supposed to do that, but like I kind of just like made it into something. I like to improvise like that.
I feel like you have a hidden creative streak in there. We should do some kind of like Pictionary drawing sesh one of these days and see.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Like a Jackbox thing, but can't you just like
Yes.
do like one game of Jackbox? Like some sort of like I don't know. I can't. Or there's got to be. Oh yeah, what was it? There's some other like drawing game that I remember from a while back, and now I can't remember what it is. Just like browser based. Yeah. I don't know. I like drawing stuff. I mean, it does. It's. I wish I developed it more. I guess but yeah, you're right. That's kind of another arts and crafts, definitely.
Yeah.
What about Legion?
You know what we should do? We should all like pick a picture to like draw. We all get like a blank sheet of paper or like canvas and just draw it and have the podcast us drawing while we talk about stuff.
That's what I was thinking. Like, have a prompt of something like, "Don't make it a horse. Forget it. That's gonna look stupid."
It's gonna have six legs.
That one drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have a prompt and then have us draw and then see whose looks better at the end. It's not going to be me.
Definitely think about
Maybe
it.
if it's like over a week, I could shell out the best one.
Hey,
I'll have Ebony sitting under the desk doing it for me.
hey, I said I had my moments, but I'm certainly I don't know if I could like just pull it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We'll make it a competition.
Yeah, I know, right?
Winner
Well,
gets
now
like
I'm
a
under pressure.
$10 Starbucks card or something.
Yeah, now it's under pressure. I'm gonna have the worst one.
Oh God.
Oh God!
Well,
I
we'll
don't
have
know
the
what a
2
horse
hours. I've
Go-
never
go
seen
on.
a horse.
Name a woman.
Go
Name
on
a woman.
Fiverr real quick. I'm just gonna need a quick sketch of a horse. Send me it right now.
You hear my printer. Nope, I'm getting it right now. Don't worry.
You hear
Just
your,
sketching
your
it.
keyboard typing. Somehow you hear it typing picture of a horse.
Chat GBT.
Yeah.
I was gonna say chat. What is
Horse
it?
picture.
Chat, draw me a horse.
Semi-professional.
It's AI art.
Yeah. It's like it has like six hooves.
Yeah. Cat teeth.
There's like fingers on it.
Oh God.
It just turns into like a Sons of the
Brilliant.
Forest like creature.
What a brilliant piece
Oh,
of art.
Wow. Are you guys jealous? I did this all by
So-
myself.
Everyone's so
In
creative.
2 hours flat while we were talking.
That's right. Shaded all the color in.
Everyone's just
Spray
so
printed
creative.
this.
What about you, Legion? Can you draw? Can you create?
I'm trying to get back into learning how to draw. I love drawings. Like I used to draw all the time as a kid. Usually it was mostly probably about Star Wars. Probably back in the day, since that was like popping off. But yeah, I love art. That's why I'm a huge like naysayer of like AI art and stuff like that. It's because like if you follow me on Twitter, then you probably know I follow a shit ton of artists like that do like a lot of like work on like anime and things like that, or like they're animators for like other shows and things like that, and I'm always like amazed. I was like, dang, I wish I could draw that good. So I've been like semi teaching myself. I've had like old supplies like when I was in college, and I was still trying to pursue that film degree, and a lot of like my art supplies are like still like in my closet. I keep them pretty good. The paints are probably bad, but at least all the pencils and the erasers and
no big deal.
Yeah.
spit painted. Ooh,
That's fine.
But that's all there still. So I've been slowly following like a YouTube kind of like playlist about how to draw and things like that. I don't got any of it on hand with me, but that's what I've been trying to do.
Okay.
It's just slowly see if I can make an attempt at it. If not, then I'm just going to just keep paying people to make amazing art because I love the
Yeah.
craft so much.
Support the
But
good
as far
labor.
as like crafting, I like making gift bags. I don't know about you guys, but I just find it like super like
Gift
it's like
bags.
so like I don't know, so like factory worker to just like put all the stuff and like make it like presentable for people. But I love doing that like for Halloween and for like Christmas and things like that.
Like the tissue and all that.
Yeah,
a
like
basket
tissue,
kind
like
of thing?
little,
like a gift basket, or
like more like a bag.
okay.
Like yeah, just like yeah, put tissues in there, put like little confetti things, and then try to rearrange like the Halloween candy if it's like Halloween and things like that, and add
Okay.
toys. There's something about that of like having like all these supplies and then just slowly put them together for some people to
Yeah.
enjoy.
I can appreciate it.
I super enjoy that. So if anyone's having any weddings or things like that and need like
50
some things for
Easter
the table,
baskets.
yeah, like that, yeah.
The Easter.
I am down to just do that for like X amount of hours.
More
Just
like-
listen to like a podcast or something.
More like Legion
Oh,
Bunny.
for sure.
Like this one.
I
Listen to our
know.
podcast, guys.
This one.
This
Yeah.
one, just-
This
While you
one.
make your Easter baskets.
It's the perfect way to do it.
You're going to enjoy being a parent then, Legion, because it's a lot of doing that, assembling things and making them
Mom,
presentable.
I need to do this. The teacher told me I have to make baskets. Or
Ask your
today.
dad.
Yep. Yeah, ladies. You hear? You got your own.
Ladies?
Your own gift basket. Gift gift bag maker.
Gift bag man.
Gift bag man.
If I was like rolling in that dough, I would for sure try to like upscale it to baskets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Try to put like some crazy shit like wine and cheese and shit like that into
Yeah.
Yeah, we always used to get that shit from like, I don't know, or at least my parents used to get that from like, certain like places that they had associate like banks and financial things and stuff. But like lately, like especially since maybe 5 years ago, they like pretty much stopped doing all that shit, and it's just like, oh, we liked those like fruit boxes that they would send us.
Some of them are cool.
Yeah.
Some of them have some cool shit in there. Like Brennan's work, they're always having like little silent auctions for stuff, and then because they have relationships with like businesses all over town, and so there'll be one from like the Pottery Barn or one from Bath and Body and stuff like that. And of course, there's always the wine, cheese, and cracker thing. But there's some really freaking cool ones that I saw. Like they had, I saw this one. It was like a spa package, right? And it was like facial masks and bath soap and bath salts and stuff. I love stuff like that. Like if I got that now, I'd be like, fuck, I'm using every single thing in here. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I wish I could like upscale it like heavy to add like some of those certain things. Like it would be cool to have like a bottle of wine and cheese, or like some like skincare products, things like that, or shoot, just like a super amazing like assortment of chocolates to just put on this basket. That'd be like
the good
that'd
kind.
be ideal. Yeah,
Not
the
the
good
cheap
kind.
ones.
Not the Hershey's from the CVS. I'm talking about like Godiva and stuff like
Lindor.
that. See's candy, yeah, Lindor.
Yeah. Cool.
Chocolates that you should be like taking your time eating because they're so expensive, but you just throw them down one bite anyway.
Yes. I like the Ferrero Rocher ones. The balls. Oh, God, they're so good.
Chocolate salty balls.
Eat a million of those. Yeah, chocolate salty balls. Hazelnut spread. So good.
Those are so good. Like, shoot. I hope there's like some good desserts in New Orleans because I want to go to town on that too.
Besides the beignets, I wonder.
Besides the beignets.
Yeah.
It's probably
I'm
a
sure.
kick-ass cheesecake place. There always is, right?
Ooh, Yes.
Always is.
And it'll be summertime. All the fruit will be in season. So nice.
Get that fresh fruit on that cheesecake.
They have whatever cake that is that they hide the little baby in.
Oh, yeah, the king cake.
I knew it was king cake. God damn it! And I didn't have the balls to say because I thought it was wrong.
I should have ordered
It's
that.
I can't be wrong. I'm wrong about a bunch of shit. I don't care.
No, I know. I just
Correct me.
I thought king cake, and I was like, that might not be it. But yeah,
Like, I'm thinking about what I said earlier about Brad Pitt. And I'm like, maybe it was a Jamaican
Maybe.
accent. I don't know what I'm saying.
It was a Jamaican accent.
It was, wasn't it?
It was the one where he was a doctor, right?
Yeah, because he's like, me don't
It'd be
like
all right,
this.
man.
It'd be all right. And I'm like, Cajun?
definitely
I don't
Cajun.
know.
I don't know. There might be some similarities.
Look, I just want to go to Louisiana.
That's all this podcast will be like in like the month of like May. It's just be like, oh, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait
We
to
adopt
do
the accent.
this. You only been there for 1 week, Alyssa.
I'm sorry. I can't.
I don't know. I can't even.
Just,
I
let's
can't.
take my boat. Come chill out.
Mon.
I
I'm
can't
mixing
wait.
up. It's gonna be so
Mon.
good.
Yeah, we're going to call everyone Mon.
Mon.
Yeah, okay, we'll go down there with Jamaican
That's not
accents.
totally
then.
accurate, I
That'll be funny.
think.
Jesus.
I'll grow some dreads.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, probably. Well, Alyssa
White
has
boy
long hair,
dreads.
so I guess I'd be the only one who probably couldn't do it like
But you
from a
But-
practical standpoint.
practical, but
Brandon-
socially it'd be better.
Brandon could.
Yeah.
He might. We'll have to ask him if he will.
Hmm.
They'll think he's from there. They'll be like, oh, come on. Maybe we'll get into more places.
Get discounts.
Yeah. Be like,
Fake
"Brandon,
the
just
accent again. Fake the
it.
accent again.
Do the
Pretend you're
accent."
local.
Yeah. We're trying to get some backstage passes to some ghost tours.
The real one. Like you're
Yeah,
finding the
dude.
ghost.
Oh, man. He's excited about the food, too. We've been talking about it. Like, I've never had jambalaya or any of that kind of stuff. I was like, if I'm going to
I've
have
had
it,
it,
I'm going to
but
have it
I want to
there.
have it there. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
I've had
yeah.
it, but not there.
Have you had?
There's got to be kick ass.
Have you had paella?
Also, pretty really spicy.
I don't think I have.
It's like a Spanish thing. I just learned this recently, but I guess jambalaya is kind of the like attempt to kind of recreate paella with what they had in the in Louisiana area at the
yeah, makes sense.
at whenever centuries ago. But yeah,
when they were poor.
yeah, because paella is kind of like it's just it's rice and like seafood and some spices and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think they kind of like jambalaya is pretty similar, where they have seafood and rice, and with the spices just a little different.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so hot. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so humid, dude. Fuck.
I'm already semi-conditioned.
Yeah,
that's true.
I want like Alyssa and like Aqua have already like talked to me during the summer. I'm like, dude, I got out of the shower. I'm already sweating. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I hate it.
So crazy, dude. Yeah, the only experience I've had is when I was in Florida in July, and that was disgusting. I'm like, people live here. Mm-hmm. Like, they deal with this all
they
summer.
Retire there. They're like, yeah, Florida.
Yeah,
I think that's just because they live in like one of the snowier states, so they're like, ditch this.
Dude, it's
I'd rather
crazy.
be sweating.
Like, it was so miserable, and you just feel wet all the time. Like, I remember being in Disney World, and like the grossest feeling, right? Because I'm wearing like denim shorts. And I remember finally one day I wore a sports bra instead of a regular bra because the underwire was just fucking killing me from rubbing. So I'm like sweating. I go into the bathroom to pee, and I like peel off my shorts, go pee, everything's sticking to me, and then you have to pull them back onto your wet body. It's sick.
That's gross.
We'll make it a competition. Everyone get like a dry fit shirt, and then we'll wring it out at the end of the day.
Bro.
Yeah. Let's just all wear sundresses, all of us. Teehee. Teehee.
Show off my gams.
Yeah, Aqua, I think you dropped something. Yeah. Oh, you know what we should get? We should get fans.
Oh yeah, like the old. Oh yeah, I want to cosplay as an old. Yeah, like what do you call it? Like Southern Belle.
Yes, like you're on your way to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, with the big hat.
Mr. Darcy.
You know what we need to learn? We need to learn the K-Wang dance, and I'll have to send you a link. Okay, I'm obsessed with it. Have you seen it?
No, I have no idea what that is.
I'm obsessed with it. I've been watching TikToks about it for a while now, and then I went to Mardi Gras. I told you guys the other day, and they were doing the K-Wang dance on a float. They're like, shh, with the fans. I was like, oh my God. Someone's like actually doing it. Like, I'm way too white to do it, so I want to watch someone else do it.
So he's like, only I gotta do it.
Yeah, I've got no rhythm. It's gotta be Legion.
Can't get much less white than me.
Right. I know. We gotta freaking lather on the sun screen when we get down there, Aqua.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's important. Yeah. Everyone's got to wear something. It's very important.
Legion's so nice because even he doesn't pretend to be like immune to the sun.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. When we were in Vegas, you put on sunscreen too.
Yeah. You gotta keep the skin moisturized. Want to look good when I'm 50.
You're gonna be like a bronze statue.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Actually, I might think of trying to like get a little tan going before I jump to Louisiana that way.
I'm thinking about it
kind of match
too,
energy.
But like, I have to be careful because my skin is so goddamn sensitive. So I might get a spray tan before we go.
I won't
even probably for the best.
I just don't want anyone to see me naked.
Too late.
She has
weird.
Bald spots. There's white where there should be. Tan.
I know. It's so awkward to get a spray tan. I've done it a couple times. I'm just like, don't look at me. And they tell you, like, okay, pick up your boobs. Let me get underneath. I'm like, no.
Is that the same guy that you met at Hobby Lobby? Pick up your boobs.
Yeah, pick up your boobs, please.
I want to do this puzzle, but this lady's taking forever. Pick up her boobs.
Pick up your boobs. I just like the voice you made up for him. It's so good. Pick up your boobs. I just like that. I like imagining that voice saying that.
If he's listening right now, I apologize.
He definitely is. Could you imagine? Yeah.
Oh, where I strive to be like you, sir. Honestly, when I retire, I want to be that way. I want my biggest kerfuffle for that day to be my puzzle. The puzzles I'm doing that day.
Weighing your options about which hobby you want to start that weekend. I don't have time for puzzles.
I'll just wait for my grandson. He'll know what to do. I hear that so much at work.
Really?
I need to speak to my grandson first. Maybe he'll know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair. Yeah, I'd much rather have, that's what my parents say sometimes, except not grandson, but just son. But,
my son.
my son?
My boy.
Yeah.
You know what I like to do when I'm on the plane? I like to watch documentaries.
Do you?
Nice segue.
I usually sweat and cry and hope the plane will land safely, but, you know.
And how many times has it not?
That's true, but look at all the shit that's been happening lately. It's making me hella scared, dude.
It's always happening, though, Alyssa. It's always happening.
That's not always happening. The stuff with the airplanes, it's been like one after the other, dude.
Are you sure? Because every time I go on a trip, my mom's like, did you know this happened? Did you know this happened? Did you know this happened?
Thanks, Mom. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Jesus.
sure. Why not?
No.
Don't worry, Mom. I got the life insurance all set up, so you should be good.
Just want to land safely.
I just want to be like that one guy from, I forgot if it was like Vine or TikTok or just an old clip where like this European plane was experiencing like heavy turbulence and everyone was praying and this guy just popped up like a bottle of Jack and started just chugging it. I just want to be that guy.
Dude.
No.
What better excuse?
Okay, what are you gonna do? Panic?
Yeah.
Make a call? You can't.
Yes.
You're going down. You might as well have a few drinks. You know.
Yeah.
While
I respect
it's
it. No,
happening.
it's the best time to do it. It's like
Yeah, bust out the drink card. Let's go.
No other time would I be there saying like, oh, I shouldn't chug this bottle of Jack, but that would be the perfect time to do it.
Just want to land safely. That's all. I'm going to have my whole family on the plane and want everything to go smooth.
Hey, you're safer than the people on the Mayflower. So you're fine.
Thank you.
Plymouth Rock
Jesus.
would land on you.
Oh,
So like Alyssa mentioned it, what kind of documentaries you be circling around, Alyssa?
Oh, you did.
True-
Yeah, you did.
true
You
crime
did give
white
us
girl.
a little preview of that.
I did, before we started recording, I was telling the fellas that I just watched the Ruby Franke documentary, which is crazy. There was a lot more details that I did not know of. And what
That
else?
was one of our first podcasts, too.
Yes, we talked about Ruby at one of our first podcasts, and I had only known just the tidbit from the news, like about the little boy going to the door and, you know, that he had escaped. And then I didn't even know how many charges they got, but it said at the end of the documentary, she and Jody, they both got 6 counts of child abuse and 30 years each in prison. So, good. But the dad is a fucking idiot. Like, he's so ridiculous that he was like, I still love my wife.
My wife.
We were like, what the hell? He is such an idiot. Like, I get, you know, when you get into this cult mentality,
Right.
you really don't, like, believe the truth. But they were like, bro, hey, your kids are emaciated. He goes, what does that mean? They're like, they don't have enough food or water to sustain
That's not in
life.
the Bible.
Like,
Emaciate.
what the fuck? They were like, yeah, he's got duct tape around his
John
wrists,
Smith
his
would
ankles.
never
he's
let that
thin.
happen.
Right? He probably gave her the idea.
Emaciated was created by the non-believers, obviously.
Yeah, he was just like, and then they go, hey, we have photos. Do you want to see? And he was like, no, they're lies. I was like, oh my God, Kevin, you're an idiot, dude.
No, for sure.
All of them.
I mean, if it's not obvious, it's like, yeah, Mormonism basically teaches somebody in that position to, like, not believe people telling them that their
Yeah.
child's in danger. Like, and that's what's, I mean, you know, that's what's dangerous about fundamentalist religions like that. It's just like, it's like, okay, you can believe what you want, but, like, it's like, once you start being like, well, it's against my beliefs that my kid is starving, therefore they're not starving.
Oh, the truth?
Yeah, the
The truth is against your
Yeah,
religion?
exactly. And it's just like, okay, you can,
You
can't you
asshole.
believe?
I prayed on it. You
Yeah,
said he's fine.
Exactly. It's like you can believe in John Smith, but you can also believe your kid's starving and like being mistreated, and your wife might, you know, your
Yeah.
whole thing. Like you can do both of these
that
things.
your wife is a fucking monster. Yeah, he's like, And they didn't get it until like he didn't get it till he and his son went to the house and saw that it was Thrash, and they were like, maybe it's the kids that aren't possessed, but maybe mom.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like,
or
which is funny.
maybe she's just an abuser.
Kind of would have thought. Well, that's just it, though. I mean, they both her and I remember reading or watching all this stuff go down, and I mean, both Ruby and Joni, what? Joni. They both had like very dominant personalities, and they just really just kind of overtook anything. They tamped down anybody that had anything to say. You know, nobody would ever have the spine. The dude was whipped as fuck, dude.
Yes, completely spineless.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, I don't like that it happened, but I definitely see how it did.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to see how it happened, especially from him, like, you know, marrying this, like, thin, waspy, mean-looking lady, and just, she had all the power in that relationship, you know, and he even says that he was so ready to conform and have somebody mold him into a person because he wasn't, like, he didn't really have a personality, and so he was ready to be whatever she wanted, and so she was like, all right, you're a cuck then, and he's all, okay.
No, yeah.
I want to know that conversation. You're a cuck now.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I mean, hey, I think I mentioned this before, or maybe not on the podcast, but I mean, Ruby is pretty attractive. I'm just gonna say it.
What? She looks like Skeletor.
Well, maybe
She's
nowadays,
so thin.
but like I don't know. At some point, she looked fine. I mean, I'm not gonna say 10 out of 10, but I thought she was pretty attractive.
Right.
But like, I could just see how like you kind of were saying about how her husband definitely like just kind of let her run roughshod, you know.
You know what she looks like? She looks like the evil mother from Coraline when she's all like spindly and like.
Did that happen in
just
prison?
thin
I feel
and
like she
crazy.
wasn't.
Eyes.
I feel like she wasn't always super spindly. Was she?
I don't know.
Maybe in prison. She
I
got
don't
that
know.
way.
All the pictures look like that, and she always has that. Even before she got crazy, they showed her in the past. Like she just has that mean look in her face.
Well, that's not necessarily
bright red
unattractive.
lipstick, bleach blonde hair. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh.
That does it for Aqua though.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
He's
He
yeah,
like,
likes
you know
that
what?
mean look.
Yeah, that mean look, you know.
Well, that's true, Aqua. You do like a domineering woman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna.
so.
I say this joke every time. Someone's got to tell the waitress that I ordered the mashed potatoes. It's not gonna be me.
Yep, he
I
does.
slip her a
too.
note. Hey, I'm missing this.
No, yeah. No,
I
because
know.
the firecracker of my wife will say, "Excuse me, waiter. He ordered mashed potatoes," and I'll be like, "Thank you."
You know, and it's funny too because I always think like because you guys have been around me enough in person where I can be like that and I can be kind of shitty sometimes and like I'll rant on and on. And I'm like, oh my god, they probably think I'm like being a hard ass, and I'm like, nah, I think they kind of like it. Like,
And then I yelled at him, and
You
it's
know
like,
what?
okay,
God damn it!
damn, all
You know,
right.
they're like, okay.
No, it's all about like the vibe, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes like you're chill with like the wait staff and you just talk shit with them all the time.
Oh, that
Like,
too.
what the fuck?
Yes.
Where's my fucking food? They're like, shut up, Frank. Sit the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
back down.
Oh yeah, I banter with the wait staff sometimes.
Oh yeah, I will never be rude to wait staff ever.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and only in a good-hearted
but that's
way.
yeah. But all of us have worked in customer service,
Actually, yeah.
you know. So yeah, we know that's you just don't fucking do that, dude. Like, I will never understand how people could be rude to wait staff.
Oh yeah,
Also,
That's why Gordon Ramsay's so nice to them.
right. Oh, yeah.
the nicest. That's why he's the nicest person I've ever met.
Sandwich.
Right. Jesus.
But no, I mean, circling back, I totally get it. No, she's a
yes.
total B word to the see you next Tuesday.
Say it.
No, she's she's beautiful. No, what? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That
And she's
bitch is
cordial.
beautiful.
That's the TikTok, right?
Beautiful
Mom?
and cordial.
Yeah, cordial. Yeah. What's that TikTok, Mom? Can I say a curse in front of you? She's like, no. It's like, oh, just one time. She's like, okay, the B word. She's like, beautiful. And the mom's like, aw. It's like, yeah, you're beautiful, bitch. They just start cracking up.
It's crazy. But yeah, I watched that one, and then I watched the Fox Hollow murder documentary, which was crazy, dude. You guys need to watch that. You guys need to watch that. Like,
too.
Yeah, so it's in Indiana that it happened in 1994. The serial killer Herb Baumeister preyed on these young gay guys at this club, and he would take them to his house and murder them. The first time I ever heard of this, right, as you do, I think it was like 2016, 17, something like that. I was watching Paranormal Witness, and they had a story about it, and they interviewed the guy who eventually bought Herb Baumeister's house. So, I think it was in 1996 that he killed himself. I just watched this. But anyways, so his house is out in the country in Indiana, and the farm is called Fox Hollow Farm. And it's so fucking... The house is beautiful. But it's weird, too. Like, in his basement, he has a pool. It's like an indoor pool in the basement,
Ew,
right?
I don't like that.
I know.
And mold. Think about it.
That's what I said. Wouldn't be
you'd
damp
have to
all the time.
a dehumidifier or some bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, something. So, in the Paranormal Witness, they talk about how Herb Baumeister, his son had found a skeleton on the property, but they didn't report it. He told his wife, "Oh, my dad was a doctor. It was probably one of his medical skeletons. Like, oh, whatever. It's no big deal." And then more and more bones were being found on the property by people, and I know, right? It's so crazy. So
Skeletons,
in
bones.
the Paranormal Witness episode, they talk about how, they started finding these bones, and then Herb Baumeister takes off to Canada and then shoots himself. And he leaves a suicide note that says, like, "Oh, I was having trouble with my business and sorry to my wife," but he doesn't mention the murders.
Don't forget
at
my
all.
prop skeletons all over the property.
Don't forget, yes. He doesn't mention anything about the murders or anything like that. Yes, please put them into storage next to the Easter decorations.
Next to the gift bag.
Buddy skeletons.
So, yeah, that was the Paranormal Witness episode about it. Like, and it was creepy that, they talked about how they see ghosts, shit like that, whatever. And, oh, yeah, and they said, too, like, when Herb Baumeister, when he would bring people back to the house, he had mannequins set up around the pool and the bar, like, in different poses, as if it was like a nightclub, and they showed the actual crime scene photos, and they were still set up like that. It's just eerie. He liked mannequins.
Yeah.
It's like some Home Alone shit.
Where the skeletons...
but it's so weird.
Right, yeah.
Or some long leg shit.
Yes.
Where the skeletons inside the mannequins.
That'd be kind of sick as fuck.
Right,
That's metal as fuck, bro.
So I watched the documentary. They told so much more shit than Paranormal Witness did. There's a guy that is still alive that is, like, more than likely an accomplice to this guy. And they found...
And he's running a gay club?
Dude, he's creepy. Like, if you watch the documentary, he's, like, talking to the people, and he, like, speaks in riddles. And, like, he comes into the home. He hadn't been there in years, and he's, like, real comfortable and stuff. And, like, he stays mic'd up at one point. They start asking him, like, "Hey, did you ever go to any of the funerals for any of the victims?" And he, like, gets upset, and he goes outside, and he's still mic'd up, and he's, like, smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "You bastard, why did you let me live? Why did you let me live?" And I was like, what the... Dude, the sheriff, too, he talks about how they found 10,000 bone fragments on the property. They're still finding bones today, and it was second to the amount of bones that they found after 9/11.
Dang.
Like,
So wait, they found more bones only in 9/11 than that place?
Yeah, like the second, like,
biggest bone pile
amount, like mass amount of bones, in one place was Fox Hollow Farm. So it's 9/11 and then Fox Hollow
That's
Farm.
a huge jump. 9/11.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's
dude,
crazy.
apparently this guy... So what you're saying is this guy did 9/11.
Yeah, basically he was killing like tons of people.
9/11's worth of people.
Far, pretty much so far, they found 13 people. Like they were able to piece like 13 people or identify them by DNA, but there's so much more. And then one guy was saying that he had heard the serial killer admit to 56 people.
Damn.
But yeah, it's like I think in one mass area, like it, I don't know, was equivalent. I don't know. That's what the sheriff said. It was like it was second to 9/11 because he had worked so many different cases, and like you don't find whole skeletons, just disarticulated fragments. He's like, and it was second to that. Like there's so much, and yeah, they're still finding stuff today, but. You know, like in the 90s, it wasn't as good as like the evidence, you know, and the forensics that we have today. But there's so much shit on this guy that's still alive, and the police department still hasn't charged this guy. He's like, yeah, his name is Mark Goodyear, and he's
Goodyear.
nuts. Yes.
Not a great year for him
Even
so far.
The serial killer, even Herb Baumeister was like, in his suicide note, was like, this guy is a dangerous guy. He's stalking me and my family. He won't leave me alone. Da da da. And he even says, the guy Mark Goodyear, he was like, he was stalking me, and it was making me so mad that I decided to stalk him. And so I followed him around.
I pulled the
he
Uno
weirded
reverse.
me out. Yes. They were like, they caught him in so many different lies. Like he said, he stalked me and came to my grandma's house. And it scared me, it frightened me, and so I gave him my address and invited him over for dinner. And the sheriff was like, wait, you were scared for your life, but you invited him over for dinner? He's all, oh, yes, many times. We're like, what the hell?
Sounds, yeah. People don't always act
It's like a
rationally.
big game of spy versus spy where they're both like in the mall, like peeking over the magazine rack and stuff like that. Being like,
Watching each other.
yeah.
That's the rail out of like avoiding each other and then like then having dinner, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it does seem like it's maybe something.
Did you catch me in Kmart, dude? Oh yeah, dude. You ran past Sephora, I almost lost you.
Yeah, it was so strange. Like he talked about how, okay, so his thing was he was the only survivor, right? He says that Herb Baumeister lured him over to the house. They got into the pool, you know, it got nasty, and that he said that he tried to strangle him, but he was not into it. He said, "Don't do that to me," and so he drugged him.
No.
No, you're not going to do that. He gave him a rum and coke with like, I don't know,
roofies.
something in it, with roofies in it, and it knocked him out for 40 minutes. But he was like, "Oh, you've never been drugged, have you? It doesn't last too long. You wake right up." And he was like, "Oh," and Herb loved it. He loved the high it gave him. And the guy was like, when he was knocked out, why didn't you run away? And he was like, "'Cause I was staying the night." And he's like, what?
This guy is not real. He's like a Simpsons character.
Right.
He's crazy. Like,
You're right.
anyways.
There's like a Simpsons character like that, yeah, always like putting themselves in danger, or some South Park character that's
It's so bananas. But
Mr.
like
Say.
I said, I just watched it last night and I finished it this morning. That's why I'm like able to give you all these
fresh off
details.
the
But
noggin.
it's yes, fresh off the noggin. It's bizarre. You guys have to watch it. Like,
No, I might be
if I
busting
could
out laughing
recommend-
during the interview
Yeah.
parts.
Dude,
I know, me and
cry.
Ebony were cracking up, right? Oh, that's right. So the guy who buys the house,
Right.
this guy, the guy who buys the house is like, oh, yeah, you know, people just become obsessed with murderers. And the people are like, what do you think about people who collect murderabilia? He's like, oh, they're weird. You know, they're strange to become obsessed with it. Anyways, I bought this house knowing about Herb Baumeister, and I had it blessed. I also sleep in his bedroom and use his bathtub. And yeah, the pool's still downstairs. And they're like, do you swim in the pool? And he's all, yeah. And it cuts to a clip of him swimming in the pool where he drowned people. He's all, also, I wrote a book, and if anyone wants to film here, they're free to do so. And they're like, oh, yeah, so other people are obsessed? What the fuck, Michael?
yeah, God. You're right. That
It
makes.
must have been a good deal though to get that house or that property. Must have been really
He said
good.
it was a steal.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
it
I might be
was.
into it then. But I'm not obsessed with the dude. I just think
Free Halloween decoration.
Yeah, free haunted house.
Leave as is.
Buy as is.
As is. I mean, some people do buy haunted houses or haunted things.
Let me flip this murderer
Yeah.
house, guys, and put this on
Dude.
HGTV.
They have a picture of him sitting in the clawfoot bathtub, like, hey, like, still works. Like, what are you
It
doing?
still works for murdering people. I mean,
He's like, maybe I'm a little gay now. And his wife's like, okay.
dude, she should already be scared.
See, that's the possession part. not
Yeah.
Ruby. That thing is possession.
Yes. It was so crazy. Man. Yeah, it is a really pretty house, though. Like, I would like to go out there and, like, check it out. But everybody says, like, when you walk on to the property, you get, like, this really eerie, sick feeling. And then during the documentary, they took out 2 cadaver dogs, and they were like, what's the possibility of us still finding bones? And they're like, we find bones all the time. And sure enough, they took some cadaver dogs out there. They indicated they found part of a mandible and, like, another piece of bone and sent it off. And at the end of the film, it said, like, it was December of 2024, so just a few months ago, like, the case is still open. They're still finding shit. And I was like, God, you're living on that? Yeah.
If you're in forensic, would you get a kick out of, like, just finding all this shit around the property?
You know what? That would be hard to say. I don't know, like a forensic anthropologist. Like, you might get a kick out of finding things, but trying to put together a disarticulated, like, fragmented bone would be such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
It does. It sounds like
Who's
way
to
too much of a chore. It's like, imagine trying to clean
Yes.
something up, but it happened like 20 years ago.
And it's not like it's 2 or 3 skeletons. It's 10,000 fragments. It's multiple people. So who's to say this bone belongs to that one?
Right.
You would have to do
It would.
DNA. If
So
it's there,
tedious.
it's been sitting there for 30
Yeah.
years. Like, who's
I'm the
to
same
say?
way. Like, I'm often like very fascinated and like interested in how they like put together these like old cases of stuff like that. What did I? Oh, this is a bit of a tangent, but I was reading about how the new discoveries they made about like the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, and they're coming up with so many like new things that they're starting to discover about like what it says and like how they know what time of year it was because the fish that got like sprayed up like landed a billion miles away, but like they can see from those fish that it was that whatever species that was like was in a certain adolescence or a certain like time in their life cycle, so they know that's when it was, springtime, when it hit like down actually kind of, I can't remember now, where was it, not too far, like south, like in the Gulf of America. So
Yeah,
but like so it's like so yeah, the way they're able to put that together, I mean, obviously we're talking smaller scale, but like it's fascinating, but also I just can't believe how tedious it would be. I'd get a headache in 2 seconds trying to like research that.
Oh,
Yeah, but
It's
presenting it would be
bananas.
awesome, though.
I
He'd
mean,
be like,
again-
and look what I figured out.
Like I totally appreciate it, but like actually doing it is just like I would just be overwhelmed immediately by like the 300,000 pieces of bone. I'd be like, I don't know where to start. I'm so
oh, yeah, I can't even imagine. Like, you guys know I went out to Montana to the Hell Creek Formation where you can see the literal line where, all of that event happened. And it's crazy that part of land, like, there's literally bones jutting out from the earth that are from dinosaurs. It's insane. And, we would, like, look on the ground and pick up bags of dirt and sift them and pick up, like, different teeth and stuff like that. And it's like, they're from totally different animals. I can't imagine like trying to put one whole piece of something together, like a whole dinosaur or a whole person. Like, yes, it's exciting. Okay, I found this. Okay, now find the rest of it. Where is it? That's hard. But yeah, when it came to the bodies, I think like the most interesting thing, when they finally did get to do like the DNA analysis on some, they were able to cremate some people. Like they found like a couple of rib bones and a femur or something like that belonged to one person. They were like, okay, this is enough to like
This is enough.
cremate.
This
yeah,
is it meets the benchmark, the bare minimum. We can
pretty much. Yeah, they were like, okay, this is your son. You could cremate him and have him in an urn. And so 30 years later, you finally get to have your son back. And so that might
closure,
be
yeah.
the coolest part of being the forensic anthropologist is giving people closure.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I found most of your son.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's the closure. It's like, at least we know that this is where he ended up and all that. And this guy probably did it, and which is closure, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's closure enough to know that, okay, we know obviously
But then
he
you're
was
right,
murdered
there might be
by
some other
one
guy
of
that's
these idiots.
also, like, still free.
Yes, and walking around. It says in the documentary that he showed up to one of the funerals for these people, and he hugged the guy's mom. And the mom reported how, like, she didn't know who he was, but he came up and hugged her, and it sent chills down her spine. Like, she was, like, super uncomfortable by his presence. But if you look at him, Mark Goodyear, he's a creep, dude. Like, he's got gangly old teeth. He's, like, this tall, skinny dude, and I don't know, man. He looks like a serial killer. And he, like, jokes about it. He's just like, am I the evil accomplice? Ha, ha, ha. Anyways, what questions do you have? They're like, what the fuck? Brother. Oh, is you she? Like, I think you're the killer. Are you looking at him,
some
Aqua?
pictures. Oh, yeah. I mean, from what I'm seeing, I hope that's the right guy. Oh, here. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely one of those. Okay. Oh, I think I see. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Just just kind of
Yes.
exactly who you're you described him well. Just that kind of like
Tales from the Crypt.
yeah, unsettling
damn close,
appearance.
AI
you'd see him out in
generated
public
serial
view.
killer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, copy and paste. That's a serial killer. He's just so weird. But yeah, those are the two documentaries that I've watched lately. But I'll always recommend watching Missing 411 if you guys have ever seen any of those.
Okay.
No,
I think I've heard of it.
Keep it in the back pocket.
I'm gonna take a.
Yeah. What about you
take
guys?
a break. Go ahead, Legion. I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, actually, well, as you know, I'm a huge fan of pro wrestling. Used to be a huge fan when I was a kid. Kind of stopped when it was fake, and then went back to it in my older years. But a huge fan of pro wrestling. That being said, there is a shit ton of documentaries on pro wrestling. Because back in like the 80s and 90s, that shit was just like, I don't know, people were just on cocaine and just thinking of crazy ideas to do shit. But one of my favorite episodes, this is from Vice. It's Dark Side of the Ring. That's what the documentary is called. They have like a whole bunch of separate stories about like the WWE and like other pro wrestling organizations back in the day. But my favorite one was like it was called The Plane Ride from Hell. So we had all like these famous wrestlers like Macho Man and all like Hulk Hogan and like some of these newer guys on the plane. And I guess someone had paid for all like the drinks. So we got a whole bunch of like these like steroid guys just like taking like downing shots and stuff like that. Anyway, I love it because like by the end of the documentary they're just like throwing up all over the place.
Oh God!
Like they're like messing up the bathroom. Some of them are harassing the stewardess on the plane. But they wind up causing like so much damage that like the WWE is basically banned from that airline.
What?
There was a couple of lawsuits from like the pilot because they said that the wrestlers would try to break inside the cockpit.
What? While they're flying?
Yeah, while they're flying, like completely like blasted and all that, like just throwing up everywhere. And I always like
God.
found it like funny that like some of the people who were on that flight who like try to recount it, they're always like, I don't know what happened. Like things just got out of control. Like after the third shot of tequila, like the whole night kind of went up in flames. I know they're all
That
trying to
is
like dodge
crazy.
responsibility, but it's like one of my favorite like fascinating stories. It's just all these like steroided guys, just like probably like high off cocaine as well, like just taking shots, just messing up like this airline like so badly that they get banned. Like
That's crazy. I've heard of Dark Side of the Ring, but I haven't watched it yet.
it's fun. I love it because like to me like wrestling is like sort of like grown up theater where like
Yes.
everyone's doing like crazy stunts but also trying to tell a story and then make you care about that character. It's also
Yeah.
like it's probably like a good like example of like a popularity contest because like wrestlers who you can be a good wrestler, do all these stunts pretty amazingly, but if no one like gives a shit about you, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like fans have to actually like you. It's like if it's like a high school drama or like a play, and then there's like a callback, right? You want to receive that callback.
Yeah.
You want to get like more TV time, and it's like one of the most like fascinating popularity contests I've like seen, like outside of like all the reality shows about like models and stuff like that. I love it, but yeah, Dark Side of the Ring for sure.
And
It's like it's one of my
yeah.
recommended.
and I was taking a break. That was they in the documentary they mess up like an airport. That's metal.
A plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like the like Macho Man and Hulk
Okay.
Hogan, like Dustin Rhodes, all
Of
like
course.
these all
Yeah.
these like old
Hotheads.
like wrestlers, old now, but
Yeah.
probably like in their mid-30s around that time.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that sounds Dark Side of the Ring. Definitely a good recommendation.
Some crazy
I
shit.
think I may have heard of
There
it.
was like one this porn director. He wanted to make like his own wrestling ring league, so he like kind of like spliced in like porn stars with his wrestlers, and they would just
What?
they'd just be naked wrestling sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
the dudes and the
Oh,
girls.
Lord.
And then it worked for a while because it was only on like cable access, and I guess like they just got away with it. But
Jesus.
eventually, when they wanted to expand, no one would like pick them up. Like no sponsors. Like there was no way of generating money outside of people who bought tickets to go see it live. And eventually, it died out. But I just thought it was like, damn, the '80s and '90s are crazy. People just had coked up ideas
Yeah.
that were kind of just nuts.
It's cocaine.
Cocaine
and
and
cocaine
waffles.
accessories.
What about you, Aqua? Do you have any cool
I
documentaries you
used
like?
to watch a lot of them, but I can't really think of any that like stick out to me completely. I guess recently I haven't really been. Mockumentaries are fun. Spinal Tap. Uh,
Oh, okay.
you know, and some of those. What are those? Some of those. Um, similar ones. Yeah, like I say, mockumentaries in general. Best in Show and the the Mighty Wind or whatever, like that kind of genre of like mockumentary is good. But like a real documentary, maybe I've said this before, but like one that stuck with me and it's super sad. And you've probably heard of it. Is that Dear Zachary, a letter to the son, his letter to a son about his father, something like that.
It's recommended for
You've
me,
never
but
seen it?
I haven't heard about it yet.
Oh,
No,
I mean, it's right up your alley. I don't know if you. I mean, it's incredibly sad, but it's also like right up your
Yes.
alley of like, child, like. Yeah, I
Child
mean,
abuse?
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess like just like trying to do right by a child who has maybe not the best mother, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and all that. It's incredibly moving documentary.
Okay.
It stuck with me for, God, how long has it been now? Probably 15 years, probably, if not maybe
Oh,
more.
really?
That one's definitely stuck with me just because it was so well done, and but yeah, like I say, it's like emotionally draining and psychically
Aw.
damaging.
I get enough of that
Yeah,
at
I
work.
know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's up your alley in some ways. But
Yeah.
it's a tough watch, really. But it's really well done.
Okay.
Trying to think of anything else. I know my mom's been watching the Tom Hanks the Americas, like kind of a nature documentary, and she's been
Okay.
liking that.
Oh yeah,
I do
nature-
love those.
Yeah, nature docs
yeah,
are really
yeah,
good.
like Planet Earth. I mean,
yeah.
I need to like
Yes.
just I need to
It's
sit
like,
down.
let's watch something where people aren't being shitty
Yeah,
to each
right.
other.
Yeah, this is well.
Uh.
Yeah. For some reason, you're right. It still is easier to see animals get eaten than than stories about other things.
I hate
I know.
that. I
You're
don't
right
like
though.
watching
Yeah,
those.
it is sad when it's like, okay, was it? There's that one tweet. It's like Like, look at this crab. Okay, do you promise to love it forever? Of course. It is now in mortal peril.
Yeah.
That's like the way that
know.
that's how they get you.
The sea turtles, the babies, you're like, ah! All the birds come.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, fuck.
You promise to love it. It is in mortal danger.
I hate that, dude.
Good thing we don't have any seagulls or anything like that in Hawaii.
That's crazy they don't have seagulls. That's insane to me.
Yeah, like all
You don't have seagulls?
No, all the birds here would not be able to eat like a small little baby turtle.
How do you not have turtles
there's no
everywhere? Oh wait, you
seagulls in
kind of do,
Hawaii.
don't you?
We do. Ain't no natural. Well, except for man, of course. Ain't no
Right.
natural predators.
I like to crack open a fresh turtle.
What?
A little fresh turtle.
No! That's so scary. Wait, I have a question. Do seals or anything show up there?
Yeah.
Seals and sea lions? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess they could eat them as well. Although,
I mean,
let's
I don't know.
say,
If that's like a
actually
natural
no, they
predator, though. I
wouldn't
think they're just going
because
after fish.
yeah, because they're separated from when the lifeguards and the wildlife rehabilitators. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time.
That's funny.
I just thought about that.
It's paradise, guys. Don't question it.
Yeah, no,
I know. It's like heaven.
yeah. What's the most dangerous
Just
animal?
like heaven.
The Samoan.
Man.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes.
That's the answer
Yeah.
before. Thank
Angry
you. I
Samoan.
teed that up, and I didn't know
you
what I was
go.
gonna get, but I really love that I got that.
The dragon that lives inside the volcano. Duh.
Schmaug.
It's the only predator in Hawaii.
He wakes up when people throw too much trash in the volcano. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. He wakes up when tourists are being shitty. Don't ride the sea turtles.
As a tear rolls.
Shoot, I miss folk tales. We should just make one to scare the shit out of the tourists.
That is actually funny because that I think we could make up a good folk tale, just spread it. We should come up with a folk tale and nobody will know where it came
let's
from. It's some
spread a
obscure
rumor.
podcast and they just mentioned something and it became it took on a life of its own. People started spreading it.
Yeah, it just snowballed. Yep.
And there's no more trace of it.
Yeah.
The podcast. I can't find it anymore.
That was it. This is the origin.
I had to find it through like a SoundCloud link.
Yeah, it's very obscure. And we
Yeah.
can run our own ARG.
Yes.
Start selling T-shirts and all that.
Dude.
Yep. We'll come up with something. Yeah, the dragon in the volcano. It'll be like our own Loch Ness monster.
I'm really spoiling this, but this would be the perfect way that we start this podcast for several years, but then only now we start doing a horror thing where things start happening to us and we make it into an arc and people are like, well, that's weird. Why would they?
Storytelling.
And people wouldn't believe it. They'd be like, oh, but why did they do it for years and then they start the arc? Well, because I don't know. I just think it's the
Because
perfect.
that's
But I'm
just the way
spoiling it
she
now
goes.
anyway, so forget we said that.
So,
You know what? Trash this.
Yeah, forget we said that.
Forget we said that. Don't worry about it. They have to dig
Yeah,
to
this
find
will be
this
good.
episode.
It's deep into this episode 120.
This will just be in one of Alyssa's dreams, and then she'll think it's real.
Yeah, this is going to influence me. Dude, it's so crazy. I found that the only thing that helps me sleep now is listening to the podcast when I go to sleep.
No, it's an
You'll have so
ASMR.
You're now the lore master.
I
You're
See,
like,
that's why we should do
Yeah.
the quiz and see how me and Alyssa's knowledge stacks up against each other. The constant listener compared to the editor. And see.
how many? Just imagine. You're the biggest fan of your own podcast.
I
Listen
know, that's
to-
what Ebony was saying, because I showed her how we had the 500 downloads. She's like, that's mostly
250
you.
of them are easily you.
Yeah, definitely.
That's funny. Yeah, actually, when you mentioned that you listen to when you go to sleep, I had to compare my family stats with your stats, and then you're up there with them as far as listens.
great.
That's funny. God. Yeah, dude. Well, I guess a couple of my friends downloaded too, and some of Amara's friends listened to it.
500, baby.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I can't really
It's
track
probably
that
me.
since it's like a main spot from Fresno, so it'd be hard to actually pinpoint where the listens go through.
It'd
but
be hard.
guarantee a lot of them are coming from this address right there.
And I listened to it on Spotify, not Buzzsprout.
Well, 500 downloads
Yeah, that's
either way.
where-
Hang the banner.
That's where most people listen to it.
Yeah.
Our second is YouTube, and then our third is where's our third? I think our third is what's it called? That podcast. I think it's like Twitchly or something like that. I don't know.
Oh.
I think that's where our Australian viewer, or our
Good day,
New Zealand
mate.
viewer
What?
actually listens from. Kiwis.
Sheila. Is it a
Kiwis.
Sheila?
Do you listen to our podcast, Ebony? Oh, she says she does. Well, there's one.
There we go.
All
right. Balls rolling.
Baby.
We just gotta wait for you to
Yes.
like move, and then we can really track where the.
Yes.
Like, wow,
just wait.
Texas loves us.
Wow. Everywhere Alyssa goes, there's so many downloads.
I'm curious.
It's me listening to it. Oh my god.
It's okay. I'm gonna
that's
try
funny.
to beat Alyssa's like record for listens by just keep recommending
Right.
it to all my friends and classmates, or not my classmates, but
There you
workmates.
go. Workmates. Yeah. I can't at my work.
I don't.
You
I don't
disclose
know
too
anything
much
I'm saying, I
things.
don't want people in my
I
life to
know.
like know all this stuff. I'd rather have somebody from far away know all these little dirty details.
Right. My friends know about it, but not anyone at work. I think actually some people from school. There's only a couple. You remember we're social work majors, so we're like super fucking busy all the
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But a couple of them, they know about it. I don't know if they've listened to it. They haven't said anything.
That's what I.
If you're listening to this,
That's what
disregard.
Disregard the
afraid
past
of.
episodes
I,
where I
like,
talked
tell
about work.
Somebody watch it or to listen, they'd be like, "I will," and then they never mention it again. It's like, oh, they hated it.
Ooh, I hated it. I forgot. Yeah. Forget I said
Forget
that.
I said that. See,
I just get like
That's
talked
awesome.
to by my family or my friends about it. Like you guys already
Really?
know my auntie. Why do you swear so much?
Oh,
We can't help it.
she'll appreciate me saying a B word and see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, see? I know. I always wonder what Legion's family thinks about it. I'm like, I wonder if
It's
they,
mostly
they
critiques
like
about
it.
me.
Yeah, they're like,
Really?
"The other ones are fine.
Yeah.
You.
They probably want you to talk more. I talk a lot.
I think we're pretty balanced, ish. Maybe not.
No, sound wise, maybe not. No.
Oh, got him.
Yeah, I feel like I talk a lot, but I don't know.
Nah,
I have
yeah.
a lot to say.
You got a lot to say.
I do. I go into it going, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and then I'm like, the whole
I think
time.
it takes pressure off the rest of us.
You're a
and-
Charlie Brown character.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if it just it keeps us from being another like two dudes or at least one white dude or whatever podcast that's like
Two dudes on the
two dudes
podcast.
podcasting dudes.
The
Yeah.
Dude Bro Show.
A white boy opinions that nobody asked for. It's like no, I think it's good that we spread the love, and it's not just me
Yeah.
talking about my white people
You
problems.
guys,
White
Yeah.
people problems.
you guys always have stuff to add, for sure. And I always go off on tangents. Like, I feel like we always have, like, a main thing we
Yeah.
stick with, and then I just go,
I mean-
"Wee,"
And be like,
and
what
then I
about
just go-
Wendy's though, guys?
Yeah.
Uh,
I trail off. I'm like, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
Jambalaya.
Scrapbooks. Right.
Honestly, I think that's what makes the best podcast. You go in with an idea, and then you're like, nah,
but-
let's just talk about
I mean,
this for
we
like
could-
20
we
minutes.
could definitely do like a thing where we have like a strict kind of like topic that we talk about, which we have before. But like we could do that
Yeah.
kind of. But yeah, for most of the times, like yeah, we just have some ideas, and at least these two do, and they're always usually pretty
Yeah.
good. I mean, I said this before, but usually you guys have some good ideas. So I haven't had any need to pull anything out of thin air. So that's good.
You should, though. You should put
Oh,
some ideas in. Like, Aqua mostly facilitates. Like, he goes, okay, those are the ideas. Let's use that. But he never goes,
He-
I have an idea.
Yeah.
It's like improv, yes, and.
Yeah, right. That's what I was
Yes,
saying
and-
earlier. Yeah, I'm an improviist. All my funniest jokes are
Neutral boy.
jokes that I don't even think about before the words are coming out of my mouth, like Michael Scott.
Yeah, it's true. I was just telling Ebony, too, like, we'll be talking during the podcast, or I'll be, like, on a rant, but, like, Aqua will usually say something, and it'll make me crack up.
Waka waka.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, like, There'll just be some things that you say sometimes, and I just lose it because it's so funny.
I'm good at
and I don't even
taking those little 2-second like words that you say and be like and make a comment on it, like a real
like this.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a name for myself.
A real stand-up comedian.
Like, I'm a real stand-up comedian. I'm
that
doing crowd
stupid
work.
pin the
Hey,
tail
what's
on the
going
donkey.
on, everybody?
Oh.
I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tired.
I'm telling you, like, there are sometimes you get me, and I'll just, like, I just start losing my shit. Like, I'll still listen to the podcast now, like, and I hear the pin the tail and the donkey, and
have that bookmarked.
I fucking
She's
crack
just
up.
laughing in her pillow.
I do. I have to skip it. I'm like, I'm never gonna go to bed.
I need to re-listen to
Damn
that
it.
too.
You should. I'm like dying laughing about it. If we keep riffing on it
keep
too,
going.
we're like, oh, yes. I'll think about it sometimes, and like I'll be at work, I'll start laughing about it, but I'm like, how do you even explain that to anyone if they go, "What's so funny?"
You'll
I'm
never-
like, oh
yeah.
my God.
Listen to the podcast. That's how you spin it.
say,
Listen
listen
to the
to the
podcast.
podcast, yeah.
You need to get a QR code of that of a link to that episode, and then carry it around in your purse
specific.
and be like,
on that moment.
yeah. Then you're just like, scan
Yeah.
QR code. It's my podcast, and this is the funniest moment ever.
Mm-hmm. Don't listen to these
Don't
episodes.
listen to any of the other episodes, please. For the love of God.
Yeah, none of those. Definitely not the BDSM one, our most popular one. Don't listen to that. God.
Still, I think it's almost at, 200 listens right now? It's kind of crazy.
Very nice.
Is it?
It's still growing.
It's
People love
growing
that shit.
bigger.
That one's funny.
Bigger and bigger. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta
Yeah,
put
we
the
have other
curtains back on.
topics.
Stop
whoops.
meta talking
we were
about the
meta talking
podcast.
for a while. It was a good segment, but we can get back onto a subject.
Anyway, we like to play video games around here, right, chat? Right? We love that.
Yes.
All right. I was late night after I was like doing an editing session on our drinking podcast. I was like, huh? Like I like playing this game, like Suns, because it's very chill. And like nothing really happens outside of a few attacks, but like after a certain point, you just don't really care. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, that's one of my chill games. Like, okay, so what is like one of the most difficult games I've had to like beaten? And like I was like thinking of a list, and I was like writing it down late last night. And I was like, what are some of my chill games? I'm like, oh yeah, Left 4 Dead, like Deep Rock, like Plants vs Zombies, weirdly enough. And then I went into like a whole like tangent about like Darkest Dungeon, because these two know I like play that shit religiously.
Yeah, he's the Darkest Dungeon champion.
And it's literally like made me cry at some points.
Hell yeah.
Legion. He's all, damn it.
It's so funny. Like I use that game to chill out despite like its crazy difficulty ramp. If you guys don't know what Darkest Dungeon is, it's like a turn-based game where you're fighting fucking eldritch monsters and people like die all the time. And like there's been like certain points, oh man, when you get like so far in like a boss or like a dungeon and all your characters just like start fucking getting diseases, like it's the Oregon Trail, like they have like fucking diphtheria and fucking syphilis and shit like that. They all fucking start dying. All like 10 hours of work just goes down the drain, and like what the fuck am I doing?
Damn.
It's like a bad like ex-girlfriend relationship. I love that game so much. I have like so many hours at this point, but it keeps like treating me wrong at a certain point. But I still want to come back to it because of all the good times I've had.
The familiarity of it.
Yeah, it's like I'm in like a weird rhythm where I hate my job, but I'm still gonna do it because there have been some good employees or like good coworkers I liked, but they keep dying on me.
Oh my God. Yeah. A hard game. I don't know. Like, what? Probably any horror game. If I get too scared, I can't.
You just stop.
Like, I still
Dude.
Yes. Like, I still haven't beat the Evil Within. Like, I'm at the end. I think I stopped playing it a couple of years ago, but I kept getting so fucking scared that I couldn't beat it.
I couldn't finish. What's that one that's like, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it right now. But it's like, it's kind of has like a green gradient, and it's like kind of a. It's definitely looks like you're kind of holding a camera. Yeah,
Outlast?
I think that's it. Yeah, Outlast. I could not finish
yeah.
it. I haven't.
That
even,
one's scary.
It is. It's like that's kind of where it's too scary for me, even because like
Yeah, that
I
one's
don't
freaky.
mind like a game that has scary elements, but when the whole point of the game is to like freak you out, I appreciate it. But also like I'm hardly ever in the mood to be like jump scared 30 times.
I know, God, you're like so tense. Like when I watch people play Resident Evil, there's no way I could play those games. I'd be like,
yeah, when things are chasing you and it's just like, oh my god.
Yes.
I would say
You can't even turn around.
5 and 6 are like even 4, 5, and 6 are like hardly real zombie games.
Yeah.
They're just action movies at that point.
Right, they are.
Yeah. They're really well done.
Yeah,
you gotta play RE2
can't
remake.
Take a second.
You gotta play RE2 remake.
I mean, yeah.
That will scare the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil.
The remake one, yeah.
Yeah, I can't beat them because I get too damn scared. Maybe
Really?
if we co-opt it, I could do it. But I'm like,
Something about like getting scared like makes me like feel alive. I really want to like push forward.
I can't
Yeah,
win.
I get it. Yeah, I like it's like eating spicy food, right? That's more my addiction.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel alive. Those endorphins.
I like to watch other people
Yeah, true.
play it. That way I can enjoy the story.
Like, yeah, and there's like a release valve where you can laugh at the guy at like the person like getting scared, but you're like, I wasn't scared, but I'm laughing at them getting scared. But in reality, you're just using them as like a proxy to like experience a game that otherwise you'd be too scared to play. I'll admit it.
Exactly. Like I'll watch the Rad Brad playthrough. Like when I was pregnant with Hattie, I would watch Rad Brad play through all the Silent Hills, and it was like comforting. But at the same time, I'm like stressed for him, and he's the one who's scared.
Maybe
I'm
it
like,
helped. It helped the blood flow
God.
throughout your whole body.
Yeah. Yeah. Kept us
Yeah,
active.
exactly.
Dang, has Rad Brad really been on YouTube that long? Oh, that's crazy to think about. Shoot, I used to watch them all the time.
I know, right? It's crazy. I used to love watching that stuff. I will too from time to time. I'll put it on to like just chill out and take a nap or whatever. But yeah, I can't do those games by myself. I can play to a certain extent. Like I think I played Silent Hill 2 or something like that. Which one is the one with the girl and the carnival and all that?
Oh, shoot. It's either 3 or Homecoming.
Homecoming is the one where it's the guy
Oh, okay.
going back. I can't remember, but that one I've played. That one's fun. I like that one. But I get so scared.
You wouldn't get like desensitized? Like after a while? Like I remember like, you know, everyone like watched like PewDiePie and like Markiplier like play like Amnesia or like Slender Man or even Five Nights at Freddy. Like after a certain point, they're just like locked in. They don't even care that they're just getting jump scared 20 seconds. They're just like going through it. Like the first episodes are like, oh my god, you know, thumbnail faces. But after a certain point, they're just like super locked into what they need to do.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I've watched Amara play it. I don't get it. How do you win?
Way too boomer.
Like how do you Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand how you're supposed to beat it.
It's like, okay, and it's like, and then you might get attacked by
then
something.
shut the door.
Yeah, and then you have to,
Shut the vent, shut the door, shine the light, put the kid's voice in another room.
I guess.
It doesn't make any sense how to beat it.
I bet you,
And then they go,
can get it down to a science.
I'm like, God damn it! I would get scared too much and fucking freak out. Like I don't like this. I'm pissed. I can't
think
get
it's like
past
the
it.
kids that like they can go online and like they know what to do, but like it's not that fun to just play blind. I would imagine because it's like, how do you know? Like what?
I don't understand.
Yeah,
what
wait.
I'm
Oh, the
supposed to
vent's
do.
open. What do I? What? How do I know that that's something I have to care about?
So yeah, see that frustration would like get me over being jump scared, and I'd be like, I need to do this. This needs to happen.
I've got to beat these stupid animatronics. God damn it. Jeez.
It's the same mentality I bring with Darkest Dungeon. It's like there's like a certain amount of knowledge I have now that I played it a long time.
Right. No.
But it's also just fucking determination.
No,
I'd be like,
you're
fuck,
right. Well,
fuck these enemies, man.
Well,
we get it this time.
That's like a real thing. Like it's like I get that because it's almost it's a horror base, but it's also like an RPG or whatever. You know, like there's still stuff you can like pay attention to. It's just like it's the walking simulators that just jump scare you, and it's just like okay, I don't.
Yeah, I don't like games where you can't fight back. I
Yeah,
find them very boring.
yeah.
Like if I'm just holding a camera the whole time, I need to be able to do other stuff.
Yeah,
Like it,
I need to be able to defend
yeah.
myself.
If I can't, then make interesting puzzles, which a lot of them really don't have
Yeah.
interesting
Yes.
puzzles to try to figure out. You know, it's just like okay, hide behind underneath the bed until the guy leaves. You're like, okay, great. I'm gonna do that a million other times.
Right.
That's why Tomb Raider's the best because they've got puzzles and
Yeah, Tomb Raider's
action
great.
and stuff like that. Good story.
I like
Tomb Raider.
like.
Yeah, we know.
I mean, hey, and point and clicks or whatever, hidden object games.
Yes.
Um,
Hidden object.
We need like a Tomb Raider point and click game just
yeah,
to complete
I
Alyssa's
can't believe there
dream.
doesn't exist one. Holy
I
shit.
know. You
Yeah,
hear that, chat?
everybody-
Make
yeah.
it happen.
No, the CEO of
DLC.
Microsoft is listening, so that's good.
Yes.
Like roguelikes to me are always like, the one more run type things are huge for me.
Yeah.
That's like relaxation. I think I've mentioned it before, but I was Against the Storm. It's like a city builder, but it's also a roguelike, and it's just super addicting. The time I've had to actually stop myself from playing it too often because the rounds can last pretty long, and and the time just flies. It's gone when I start. If I play it if I get really into like a game, like I can only play like one round a night. But it's
man.
definitely kind of like relaxation, especially if I need to take my mind off something. That works really well. It's just like a city builder. You have certain objectives you need to complete, and you just need to like do it. It's very like I don't know, ADHD coded. Like you can start like you can like start this project and it does take a lot of to get like deep into like to the harder difficulties. It does take a lot of like micromanaging, but it does it in a way that I like. Instead of a super big headache.
I love that. I think that's why The Sims would be a
Dude.
chill game for me. I love The Sims.
Some life simulators are coming out pretty soon. That will be another chill game.
Oh, really?
Was it InZoi? I think I'm gonna try to get that day one and just try to see what it's like. It's supposed to be. It's like it's a Sims like life simulator, but like there's not a lot of competition for The Sims, but they are starting.
That's true.
And so there's InZoi and there's Paralives, which that doesn't have a release date yet. InZoi comes out at the end of the month, but dude, I was trying to look and see if InZoi has any. I mean, I doubt it has multiplayer capabilities, but as soon as one of these games does, I will buy that shit for both of you guys. We could play that would be. I think that would be a great like podcast let's play kind of podcast game.
Yeah, dude.
Minecraft 2 is good too.
Definitely,
Yeah,
we need to play Minecraft.
But Sims would be crazy too if we like make like a house. Like if we could all be live playing in like a house. And like I say, any life simulator. It doesn't have to be The Sims.
That would be so fun. Can we
That's
live
what I'm
play
saying. I
together
don't
on
think
The Sims?
so. I don't think The Sims.
There's probably
has
like a mod somewhere,
yeah,
but
there might be. But like I'm saying, there's
it'd
this.
be difficult to explain to.
Yeah, this new game InZoi might. If they have, maybe I could try it. But yeah, I don't know if there's really a way. But the way that there's more competition, one of these games might have something. Oh, video games. Oh, in the technical aspects of them. Sometimes you're playing a game, your computer crashes. Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes leprechauns turn off your system. You gotta turn it right back on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's your stupid cat.
Let's blame cats. No, we're just recovering with skilled editing. Nobody even know what we're saying, but we had to take a quick technical break. We were just talking about video games, and I was gonna finish off by saying that Control is another one of my favorite games. It's a weird game, but I do actually find it quite relaxing. In that, as relaxing as like an action packed like video game can be. But yeah, I guess that's a different answer to the game that I play that just melts my time away. It's crazy how Against the Storm can do that. But yeah, roguelikes, the one more run thing is one of those things that is that can really take up a lot of time, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It could be relaxing. It could also be frustrating, but yeah.
Like most games, like Sons
Yep.
of the Forest. Like,
Sons of the Forest, yeah. You're having a nice time, and then all of a sudden, 50 cannibals.
Oh, God. I'm 61 days on the island in my game. But it's because I want to collect everything and I want to build everything. So I've gotten everything except for the last note and the last piece of the artifact, because obviously you have to go in the cave to get it.
Spoilers.
But it's fucking so frustrating.
All right. Quick question, Alyssa.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck does that weather plane with the light bulb do?
Okay, so the thing that's like, it looks like it has wings on it and it's got a light bulb on the very top. Okay, if a mutant or a cannibal goes near it, it turns into a spinning blade and it cuts them up.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty fucking
Okay,
cool.
I was just wondering.
Yes.
It was like collecting all the schematics for shit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this thing does right now.
Yeah.
It's just sitting on my farm next to my fucking aloe vera.
It took me forever to figure out what it did because they don't always run by it. And so one day I had it up there and I was standing next to it and then a cannibal ran next to it and it killed us both. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. That thing is so ridiculous. There's another trap too where it's like it has like wings out like this and then it's got a light bulb and a car battery and all this other stuff. And if they step on it, it closes like this and they catch on fire. It's pretty sick.
Love it.
Yeah. But I'm like...
Honestly, like some of the shit you can do in some of the forest is hilarious. Like, it also could be like a horror action movie.
Yes.
Because like if you play Sons, like getting lighting to work around your whole like base is kind of hard because like the game does like realistic lighting, so it just means everything is just dark as fuck when there's no like sun or like flashlights. So like what I essentially had to do for my base was like set up all these like explosive traps around the property, just so I know when and where they were coming. Like one night I got hit by a huge fucking mutant wave, like massive, and it felt like I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Like, cause in the distance, all you see is like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom,
just
boom,
lighting
boom,
up the night.
Like, yeah, like you just see like all these mutants like running through these explosive traps and just like getting like jettisoned into the fucking air. I was like, holy fuck, I'm about to get fucking raided right now. Like legit, it's kind of crazy.
I love that.
Dude, it's so fun though. Like you can make an electric fence and do all this stuff. I've yet to see anything hit it yet. I made one, but you can like make it as long as around like your whole base. You just keep setting up car batteries and I think maybe a solar panel or something.
Solar panels and car batteries. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to use it. But the longer you're on the island, the more waves of mutants happen and the harder it gets to kill them. So I'm kind of shitting myself about going down into the cave and finishing the game. It's going to take forever because I've been there for so long. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit though. I love like, because I love Plants vs. Zombies, so this is like an extension of just like building shit for people to like run into and like blow up or something.
Yeah.
I need to find some Minecraft mods that are like wave.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I like...
You get like waves of creepers and stuff like that.
I like the mix of horror and calm because you can find moments of calm where you can actually build your base and then it gets destroyed because they come in waves. But it's kind of like that one We Harvest at Night. Remember that one you were playing?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I love that game.
it's calm.
Can't wait for it to come out.
You're making your like chicken coop and stuff, and then there's like people staring at you in the dark. You're like, oh fuck! I love that.
But yeah. Oh man, we're getting to time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess we could basically kind of wrap it up. I mean, we do have some movie talk, but we could save it till next time, honestly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I like it.
Sounds good.
Cool. Well, any last minute announcements? Anything to say?
Wish I was in New Orleans already.
Yeah, for sure.
Alyssa's down a lot of pounds, 40, right?
40 pounds down.
Big 40.
That's right.
Cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're really proud of her.
Thank you.
And yeah, guys, don't forget to keep drinking water.
Hell yeah. All right.
Do your skincare.
Well, hey, we're hitting the outro with that skincare. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to Forget We Said That. Please forget we said that. My name is Relytan.
I'm Alyssa Riot.
And now I'm Legion Lion at Legion Lion on Twitch. Took a little break hiatus, but I streamed yesterday. Probably going to stream tomorrow. That won't matter because this podcast will come out in April probably. But catch me on the live streams on twitch.tv/Legion Lion.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye guys. Thank you for listening.